Hi guys! So key lime pie is not just one of the most delicious summer pies that you could possibly make. Almost everybody loves a really good key lime pie, but it's also extremely simple to make. And if you're just using, the store-bought ingredients like the canned sweetened condensed milk and the little box of graham crackers, you could literally throw a decent key lime pie together in less than an hour. But of course, I like to try to make things a little healthier, so I make my own organic graham crackers. If you want to know how to do these, just watch my cheesecake recipe. I think I went over these graham crackers. And I also like to make organic non-GMO sweetened condensed milk, which is super simple to do. And I'm just going to put all of the weights and measurements down in the description box, so I'm not really going to go over that right now. Basically, we're going to start off by making this sweetened condensed milk. This is going to have to simmer for probably an hour or so because you're just reducing it. All I'm going to do here is just put some milk and granulated sugar in a heavy bottom saucepan on medium heat and just simmer it until it reduces to the consistency that you're used to with the sweetened condensed milk. And then I'm also going to just take my homemade graham cracker crumbs and process these into crumbs, just like you would do with the store-bought, and add granulated sugar and melted butter until it becomes like wet sand. And that is going to go in a prepared tart pan. You can use a pie tin. This is just a removable bottom tart pan. I like these because they're a little fancier. You can use it for a dinner party. And they're easier. It's easier to get it out of the tin if you want to. So I'm gonna do this real fast, and then when we come back, I'll go over how this pie goes together. So once you get your graham cracker crumbs to the correct consistency, you just want to put them in. You can just use a spoon. Back of a spoon works great for this. You just want to try to get it even. Really, that's the most important thing. So best way to do this is put more than you think you need down on the bottom layer, and then take something smooth. I just have this measuring cup here and just kind of push the crumbs up as you go along. After you get this shaped up, just bake this off at 325 for about 15 minutes or so, just till it's golden brown and delicious. So I'm just trying to get a couple of tablespoons of the zest that's going to go into this filling, and also reserve a teaspoon or so for on top for garnish on top of the chantilly cream that we're going to make. Then just cut each one in half, and the easiest way to do this is just ream these over a sieve and just get out any seeds. And I don't even know if there's going to be too much seeds in this, but just like that. Okay, so as promised, this pie is not only one of the absolute most flavorful and delicious summer pies you could possibly make, but it's also extremely easy, especially if you're just using all store-bought ingredients and you don't do all of the homemade organics that I do. As I said, I'm using organic graham cracker crumbs and organic sweetened condensed milk that I make myself. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, like let's say that you have to come up with an awesome pie in under an hour, your in-laws are coming over for a barbecue and you forgot dessert, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to show you just how easy to make a homemade key lime pie really is. It's ridiculously simple. Alright, so for the sake of argument, let's say you're using store-bought graham cracker crust, right? This is 14 ounces or 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. You don't even have to measure it, just open it up. Just put that into a mixing bowl. This is a half cup of freshly squeezed lime juice. Now, I would not recommend using the bottled lime juice. It's not going to taste right. It'll taste really artificial and actually kind of crappy, if you ask me. So just take a few minutes, squeeze some limes. I think I squeezed about 5 or 6 limes, key limes for this, and I also zested the limes to get the extra flavor, but that just goes straight into the mix. And then I put the zest from, this is probably a couple of, I think it was like 4 or 5 teaspoons of lime zest, and I whipped it up with a dinner fork into 4 egg yolks. That goes straight into the mixing bowl. And just simply whip this up. And now I'm just going to fill this prepared tart pan. It's okay if it's not quite to the top, because we're going to be putting copious amounts of sweetened whipped cream into this. So by now your oven should be well preheated to 325. Okay, so I've given our key lime pie a good chilling in the refrigerator, and I whipped up some fresh chantilly cream, and that's just whipped cream and whipping cream cold, whipped up with some powdered sugar, and I put a little tiny bit of vanilla paste in there. Now, these pies, key lime pie, honestly, you don't even have to garnish it or do anything with it. It's absolutely awesome all on its own. But a couple of things that you can do to give this, an extra special touch. And something that I've done here is I had some of the sweetened condensed milk left over, and I just mixed a few tablespoons of it, maybe a half a cup or so, up to a half a cup, with some of the freshly grated lime zest, and I just smoothed a quick little layer right on top of the pie after it cooled down, and it just gives it another little dimension that you can do. So I just thought I'd mention that. And the entire recipe will be down in the description box. So what I'm going to do here is just first off is give this pie just a a layer here of the whipped cream over top. And this is another little element that you can do to just to add a little more height to your pie and give it a little more drama if you wanted to dress it up. This is just an idea that you can use. And you just take this layer of whipped cream straight to the top of the graham cracker crust. You could even go a little higher if you really want to, but that should be good, just like that. Smooth it out. And then, just to finish this, make it a little bit over the top, I'm going to pipe a quick design on top of this key lime pie. I'll show you the way I like to finish these. And everybody has their own way of finishing their favorite desserts. But what I like to do is just pipe a little rosette, and I'll go straight in the center, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, and then just fill in. I'll be completely honest with you, there are very few desserts that I look more forward to eating than a well-made, freshly made key lime pie, completely from scratch. Now this thing is a beauty, and I'm going to cut into this and have a piece of this. I'm sorry, I know I'm playing with your emotions right now, but it's my job. I have to do it, right? So I'm just going to cut right into this. Hopefully get it out in one piece. I know this is going to be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Let's just see how this tastes. Wow. Yeah, what can I say? This is amazing. You know, you can definitely get away with just using all the convenient store-bought stuff. Listen, it's going to be incredible either way, but yeah, worth the extra effort, I think, in my opinion, to, you know, make the ingredients. But yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so there you have it. As far as patio side, poolside summer desserts go, this is one of the kings. So give this a try. I'm going to put the recipe down below if you want to do this exact pie. And okay, I'm just going to stuff my face now. So I'll see you soon.